Okay, about 5 years ago, a couple of young blokes came along to Melbourne radio and eventually knocked me off my perch and became the number one radio team, number one radio drive program, first of all in Melbourne and then in Australia by A Street. Of course, their names are Hamish, Blake and Andy Lee. Yesterday on the program, a listener called up and said that he just heard, don't know, he's listening to two radio stations at once, he just heard that Hamish and Andy had announced they were quitting. And they were going to just do 1 day a week on radio in future. I think I said at the time, lazy bastards. But they are good blokes, and I talked to them. Obviously couldn't talk to them now because they were on air as I am. So just before I came on air a short time ago, I talked to them, and this is how it went. Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. Hello, Derryn.
Hi. Now, listen, do you want to do what you usually do and pretend this is live, or do you want to say it's a pre-record?
Oh, no, this is definitely
Well, we have to be honest about this one because we're on air live right now, 1019 The Fox.
There you go. All right. Now, listen, late last year at the Radio Awards, actually, I presented you with your award last year.
It's a big honour.
I said I had a couple of things to do. One, I just got Andy to move out of my apartment building, and my plan for this year was to get you to move out of my time slot. So thank you very much.
You've achieved both, mate.
Derryn, you've never failed at anything you set your mind to, and Andy and I both looked at ourselves and said we don't want to be the exception to the rule.
All right. Now, what are you going to do?
Well, good question. We wanted to free up time to listen to your show, to be honest.
I think we should.
Just tuning in during the song.
Well, when I got a listener called yesterday and said, guess what? Hamish and Andy have quit. They're only doing 1 day a week next year. And I said, the lazy bastards.
That's true. That is. Well, that's, to be honest, we don't know what we're going to do, Derryn. I know that sounds silly, but Hamish and I never really planned anything more than a day or a week in advance in our lives till now.
You know, and obviously the decision didn't come lightly. That's not just to sort of say we went, oh, well, we'll just sort of see what's out there. We've always cared so much about the show and about, the legacy of the show or keeping the great memories and adventures and experiences we've had intact of the show. So we always knew the day would come where we would have to not be doing 5 days a week anymore, and after just sort of mulling it over for a few months, Andrew and I went, well, we're still pretty young and we don't have families or anything really tying us down. Is the time now to see what other adventures await, fail at those, then come crawling back and begging for a full-time radio job.
But when I heard you doing only 1 day a week, it makes it tough on the guys that follow you. I thought, gee, that'd be like, having Graham Kennedy on television and then following with Ernie Sigley. But that's what happened.
That's right. Well, yeah, I wouldn't have lined us with Graham Kennedy, but we just wanted to free the arms a little bit to be able to try something else. As you know, radio is 24/7 when you've got a daily show.
Yep.
You get in, I think, 5 in the morning, I understand.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing, and that's why we decided to still stay on 1 day a week, though, because we do love the show so much, and we are so passionate about the relationship.
And you would miss it. You would really miss it, actually.
Oh, absolutely. And we're the first to admit that. So we're kind of stuck in this conundrum of going. We feel like after 5 years, it's a great chance to have a look at what else is available for us to tackle. But at the same time, we love the people that have listened to the show and the adventure we've got to have with the show. So we still want to maintain that to some extent and take everyone into the next chapter.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking back to this. Go back about 6 years. And I remember sitting in my radio studio one day, off air, and these couple of, I've been nagged to do something, and this couple of bloody gangly university graduates came in, like with a handheld video, and they're a couple of wannabes, and they were going to make a TV show, and they were going to do this, and I thought, oh, well, they're only young, let's humour them and see what happens. It'll never get to air. And some email scam or something. Do you remember that?
Oh, we do. That was for our show, Real Stories.
You were very kind back then, Derryn.
You're one of the only cameos we're able to secure.
For our TV show back then. Yes, you were happy to help out a couple of unknowns, so we very much appreciate it to this day.
Well, you've been incredibly successful, as far as I'm concerned, too successful, knocking me off in this time slot, but I do wish you all the best. So obviously, you haven't signed with 10 yet, have you?
No. We're going to be free and of next year. We just don't know what's going to be. So when we've got a show, and we'll work out what network it best suits. But 10's been a great home this year.
So this is your pitch now for 7 and 9 to say how much you're going to offer us.
Well, depends what the show is. Hamish has got one that's specifically for ABC, don't you, Hamish?
I don't want to rule out ABC or SBS.
Yeah.
But you're on every station. You're on every network.
That's the way we like it. We're hoping to do some sort of multiple channel news broadcast.
Well, listen, guys, I wish you all the best. It's been great to have you as competition, and you're still there, and you'll do incredibly well on television, as you have done.
Thank you very much, Derryn. Look forward to seeing you this time around at the Radio Awards.
Will do. See you guys.
Thanks, Derryn. Thank you, mate.
Hamish Blake and Andy Lee.